Dreamworks bringing another one of their movies to a TV show. This one, though, took a long while, almost 15 years. Let's talk about Megamind Rules. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for the new Peacock series, Megamind Rules. Now, they did a film earlier this year, Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. So that was a sequel to the original Megamind, and this movie, or this TV show rather, is kind of based on the events of that movie. So anyway, we will launch into the specifics of this show here in just a second. But first, let me welcome you back to Dan Reviews It. If you are one of my subscribers already, thank you so much. And if you're not, please consider subscribing down below. Hit that notification bell, or just like this video, comment below. All that stuff, of course, helps the channel out. All right, so look, Megamind was a decent movie back in the day. I think it got a little overshadowed by Despicable Me, which came out right around the same time. I think within a month or two of each other. But people, still like Megamind. So I'm not sure what took so long to bring this to a TV show, because DreamWorks has been sort of mining their animated films for a long time for TV shows, from Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon, recently The Croods. So I don't know what exactly was the holdup here. But in any event, there have been some video games along the way, and Keith Ferguson voiced the Megamind character in those video games instead of Will Ferrell, and so he does the same in the recent movie and then this TV show. And he is known kind of in the industry for, kind of mimicking other voices. He voices Lightning McQueen in the Cars video games, I guess, and he's done some Harrison Ford stuff, I think, for the Star Wars stuff. So he's kind of known for that, and so he actually does a pretty good Will Ferrell. I mean, if you didn't really know, you might think, okay, maybe Will Ferrell had a cold or something when he was doing this, but it sounds an awful lot like Will Ferrell. So I will hand it to him for that. So essentially the premise of the show, and then really the movie before it, was that Megamind is trying to now defend Metro City with the help of some of his friends, because he, was a supervillain turned superhero, which again is at this point kind of leading down the same trail that Despicable Me has already done. So maybe nothing new there. And while this show is interesting, I think it does have some laughs. Look, I haven't seen the movie for 15 years. I saw it one time, in theater, so 14 years ago, I guess. But I remember, thinking it was funny and everything, and you had some real talents in there. Tina Fey was part of it. But I don't think it made me laugh as much as the first Despicable Me did either. But this show has some jokes. The animation is fine for a TV animated show based on a more popular movie, and a movie where they put a lot of money into the budget and stuff. So, okay, cool. That makes sense. But my two biggest problems with this show are with the episode plots, and then just the overall theme of the show. So, not only is he trying to, be a superhero in these times, but he is also trying to be an online influencer. And in the first episode, he doesn't really even understand what that means, which is weird because, he was so tech savvy in the movie. So it's like the character is sort of a completely different character, which, look, this is a show for kids. I know, 8-year-olds, 6-year-olds are not going to really care. Hey, didn't he do that in the first movie? But all right. But other than that, it really is going to date this show, I think. There are cartoons that I still watch from, the 60s, 70s, 80s. And a lot of them, hold up pretty well, because there's not a lot of current references. And there are some with current references, like Tiny Toons, for example, or Animaniacs, sure. But, you can throw on an episode of DuckTales or whatever, or, some of those shows, and, Scooby-Doo, and it's fine. I think having him trying to be an online influencer as a major theme of the show is really going to date it. And then in addition to that, of the first 3 episodes, the ones I sampled, they all are just really old, hackneyed plots. that we've seen recycled over and over and over again. Not that there's that much originality left in kind of sort of standard kids programming, but I felt like I'd seen all of these themes and plots rehashed over and over and over again, hundreds of times. So there just isn't much original here. Yes, I do think it's got some jokes, and I do think that this dude Keith Ferguson, is that what his name is really doing quite well, I think, with his Will Ferrell impression. And look, if he voiced Megamind in the video games, that makes sense. Obviously, he's kind of honed this over the years. But for the most part, this is a bit of a miss. I'm going to leave Megamind Rules with a C-. But if you're curious, or if your kids are looking for something, maybe they'll enjoy it. This is on Peacock right now. All right, thank you so much for watching Dan Reviews It. I'll see you next time.